Good Monday, traders. Welcome back to the Forex Boat Trading Academy. And today we'll be presenting you analysis for the New Zealand dollar versus the Canadian dollar. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel, you can do so not to miss any of the following analysis that we do on a daily basis. I would like to remind you that all the information in this video is for educational purpose only and should not be considered as a financial advice. Let's begin with the New Zealand versus Canadian dollar. So overall, this is a 4-hour time frame. What we can see is the price is actually declining. So we saw here lower lows, lower highs, although now price went up to this point at 0.8940 and then corrected down. So we have established here a low at 0.8664, and this is where I see the rejection of the middle of the descending channel, the middle trend line. So there was this rejection, and at the same time there was the break above the moving average. So here we see the 50 exponential moving average. At the first glance, there was the rejection of the trend line right there, then correcting, move down, and then up. So we failed here to break above the trend line as well as moving averages. Price declined lower, and here this was this breakout. The price actually struggling to break above the trend line at this stage. There was a spikes, but here we see this candle. So it did manage to break above the downtrend trend line as well as moving average. So this could be the beginning or the confirmation of this beginning of the next move to the upside, but only as long as we stay above this low here printed recently. I would expect two scenarios. Either price will find the support at where we saw the previous level of support as well as the resistance here, and this could be the support at this stage, but need to see what will be happening on the hourly closing price here as well. Price could be consolidating for the time being, but this is one of the interesting areas for the buying opportunity as long as this support holds. If it will not hold, I would expect yet another move to the downside, potentially could be going even below this level, slightly lower, to retest maybe even the middle downtrend trend line of the descending channel, and after that price could be going up. At this stage, as long as price above this red line, it's most likely that New Zealand versus Canadian dollar will be going up. Now, in regards to the resistance, I have used 2 fips here, as in most of the cases in our analysis. So here is the fips applied to the highest high that was printed a couple of months ago, and I used another higher high. So last wave to the upside of both of these moves, and we see that this is the level of 0.8861. It corresponds with 2 fips. I will just move it so you can see it, 88.6 and 38.2. So exactly at the same price, both of them. And this is where I would expect price to move. Now, if we make it like that, this could be the scenario that the price will be moving towards the downtrend trend line here or the top of the D channel. Another thing is that here is also the resistance. We can see there was a support. It was the resistance. So this is the nearest resistance area that I would see, but overall could be going slightly higher towards this level, 88.60. So these are the 2 scenarios that I would expect as long as this support holds. 1 hour break and close below, and 4 hour as well. 2 of these candles of 1 hour and 4 hour closing below will invalidate bullish scenario, and we might see further price decline. And that was the analysis for today. Let's go through all the previously made analysis. Euro versus New Zealand dollar, expecting the move to the upside. Nothing changed. This is a daily time frame. This is a long-term view. So yeah, still valid. Nothing happened during the past few days. Euro versus Canadian dollar. Well, here is starting to get interesting. Let's see if it will manage to go higher, because now we can see that there is a resistance, which was a previously support. It was cleanly rejected, and clearly we need to break higher for the price to initiate a strong move to the upside. I think if this resistance will get broken, only then we see this confirmation of the very bullish euro Canadian dollar. But for now, also consolidation is possible. Euro versus dollar, well, here looking good as expected, starting to move up, and I would expect one of the resistance to be tested eventually. Euro Japanese yen, well, nicely moving to the upside, getting close to the first resistance level, which is just, I think, 30 pips away. Maybe we'll be testing this resistance today, but also we could see this correction down to the support and then to the upside. So this is the scenario that could be happening, because we have the resistance here, previous support, current resistance. It corresponds also with the 200 exponential moving average. So there is definitely a resistance which might result in this correction. Same as here, we had small correction to the downside and move to the upside. The Euro Swiss franc, we had failed to close on the weekly time frame below this level, this key support, and this is the reason why it is bullish. So still bullish on the Euro Swiss franc, but if we see the daily break and close below this level, this will be a long-term downtrend. So now I'm waiting and looking at this level. I think it's the key. Because there was a spike which failed. Now we need to close below this spike in order for the price to move lower, and I will just remove this. This is the key support now. I will be watching what will market be doing if there will be break and close. Daily break and close will definitely invalidate this, but for now, still an uptrend. Euro Australian dollar, very nice move to the upside. Still expecting price to go higher, and I think it will be going even higher than that. I think euro is still very strong and will continue to be so. Pound Canadian dollar, valid analysis, expecting move to the upside. Canadian dollar pairs, all in all, looking pretty strong because of the Canadian dollar weakness and US oil weakness that also I do expect in the coming days. Pound Australian dollar, I decided to follow it up because I thought to finish it up here at this stage where it was very close to the target. What I think it would, if there will be a breakout to the upside, this level could be acting as the support, and this could be yet another opportunity. So waiting for this kind of price action, and basically on the break above, after the rejection above this high, this could be yet another confirmation of the strong bullish move to the upside. So let's see, let's follow on this pair. I think the trend just started to the upside. I think it will be pretty heavy. Australian versus dollar, on the daily, you see that this resistance is holding on the daily, and if there will be break and close today, for example, on the daily time frame, will be closing above this level, which is 0.7097, then it will be invalidated. But if not, I would expect move to the upside to continue. So here is very important to see the daily close either above or below this level. Australian versus Canadian, this is one of the scenarios I did expect. Double bottom, we can see that the support was rejected, so still looking pretty good in terms of the potential trend reversal. Now Ethereum, well, this scenario worked pretty well. This corrective move to the downside, small corrective move to the downside. Now the trend, I think, is starting to be very, very bullish, which means as long as this support holds, Ethereum should be trending up towards this resistance, maybe even higher. In regards to the gold, the key level, as I mentioned, is this at $1,914. Break and close above it, particularly on the daily time frame, will confirm bullish scenario. Still, it could be correcting to the downside, so this is the key level to watch. If it's get broken today, will be very bullish on gold. In regards to silver, well, I expected the pullback, but the stronger one. This was pretty small pullback, and silver is looking extremely bullish to me. Yet I would expect a corrective move to the downside prior to the uptrend. Although we can go non-stop, it's also very possible. I don't know how it's gonna play out, but long term silver is bullish. I think it's just the matter of how big will be this corrective move to the downside, but I think this could be the level of interest around 24.40, because this was clearly the resistance here at this stage, and price was struggling to break to the upside. So this could be one of these levels where price could be correcting down before continuing the uptrend, but very, very bullish on the silver. And we are done with all reviews of the previously made analysis. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did like, don't forget to smash the subscribe button. And also what you think on the Canadian dollar, whether you think there is a chance that the price will start rising from this point onwards. Maybe you are actually having completely different analysis or view on this pair. Let me know what you think, whether it's bullish, bearish, and the Canadian dollar overall, which I think will be struggling very, very strongly in the coming days. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.